Yeah, that's right, we are back. Today I'm pretty excited because I've taken a trip out to Hamilton Skatepark in Taunton. Now it's blisteringly hot today, so I took the liberty of having a bit of a cruise about before doing the skate park chat. So I'll talk you through what I got up to as we go round. Now I'm also feeling a little bit tender, so I couldn't go too crazy. I've started work on the St Ives loop and oh my goodness, that thing is pretty demanding. I'm looking forward to doing a video on the St Ives loop and hopefully getting a few. I also worked on getting a drop in the shallow end of the pool where I did the over the death box video, and that thing is pretty steep. Now I'm confident that it won't show up in this video how steep that shallow end is, but anybody that's been there will know how steep it is, and oh my goodness, that was a bit of a baptism of fire. Okay, the thing that got me excited about Hamilton Skatepark is this bowl. Now it's a rather unique shape and a bit of a comical one at that. And it's also got this rather unique spine arrangement around the outside. So that leads into a bit of a snake run. Now the sat-nav brought me straight here and I was greeted by a basketball court, which I'm usually pretty excited about for a bit of flatland practice. But Hamilton Skatepark has got its own designated flatland area. And that's also got a bit of a slappy parking curb in the middle. Now at this end we start off with a little 2.5 foot quarter pipe that comes down into the bowl. And I was having a bit of fun doing a ride on 50-50 grind and entering the bowl that way. These pockets are really great to pump, and they're in a configuration so that the deep end is about 6 foot tall and it's symmetrical either side. And my first line was to come in, pump the shallow end. I'd say the shallow end's about 4 foot and it's nice and tight so you can get a bit of speed up. Pump round, do a backside turn in the bottom pocket, come back up, pump front side, and then come back down and do a front side turn. Now the concrete's pretty rough, but I managed to get enough speed up down the waterfall to get a front side carve grind and also a backside carve grind. And also coming back into the shallow end, this doubles up as a mini ramp, so I managed to get a backside 50-50 grind. But the thing that really got my attention was the spine. So I really wanted to get my spine transfers back, and they took a little bit of wrestling with, but I managed to get the straight over the top sort of fakey rock style transfer going across that bit. I also managed to get the blunt over the spine and managed to get the blunt out of the spine into the snake run. So coming down the snake run, I reckon this is about 2.5 to 3 foot tall. It starts with a really mellow roll in, and there's a proper sort of half pipe style affair with no flat bottom, and then we come down and we've got some turns, and that comes into another mini half pipe. Now one side of this has got rather quirky coping. This looks to either be added or a bit of a repair, but it kicks right up, and that makes this side a little bit interesting. And you can also transfer across this spine and go back into the bowl, and I was having quite a lot of fun coming across this mini ramp section and then over the spine into the bowl. I reckon this mini ramp's about 3.5 foot, and I reckon this mini ramp section of the bowl is probably about 4 foot. So coming down the snake run, again it tightens up. There is a really steep transition on this side and then a really sharp hip. I reckon that could be fun. A sort of parking curb on the top of this part of the transition, and as we come round there's another bit of coping that will take us all the way down into a pump bump, and we're into the street section. So over on the right hand side is that flat ground bit with the slappy parking curb to practice on, and then coming over the top there's a rail with a hip on this side. Then we've got a place to turn round or roll in to get some speed. And then coming back, we've got an angled ledge, stroke manual pad, and also a big long ledge. Then on this side, we've got another couple of features to turn round on. A bit of a sort of 2-stair Euro gap, and what can only be described as a terrifying looking rail off the end to certain death. Oh my gosh. The last feature is a ledge just up here, and that brings us back round to the bowl. I was a bit pushed for time this morning, so I prioritised the bowl, and here is a montage of some of what I got up to. that's it for my visit to Hamilton Skatepark. Whew, that was a lot of fun. There is plenty to do here and I only scratched the surface. That bowl is really fun to ride. The concrete's pretty rough, so I opted to put my pads on, and I'm glad I did, because when I came a cropper, whew, there was a fair bit of scrapage. That long spine around the outside going into the snake run is a pretty unique feature. I've never encountered anything quite like it, and I enjoyed the opportunity to get a few of my spine transfers back in the bag. Now I don't ride spines all the time, so I was a little bit rusty, but as soon as it came back, it opened up the park. I found I could enter the bowl out of the mini ramp. I found I could exit the bowl out into that snake run. Oh my gosh. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I make new videos every week. You can also follow me on Instagram @JohnBishopSkate. As ever, my name's been John Bishop and I'm a middle-aged guy learning how to skate.